As soon as they sat down to hear the narration of the Ramayana, Unni exclaimed,
So finally, after 14 years, Sri Rama, Sita Devi and Lakshmana are returning to their own kingdom. Aren't they, Grandma?
Indeed, Unni. Bharata instructed Shatrughna to do all that was necessary to welcome their elder brother back from his 14-year exile. The people of Ayodhya rejoiced at the news. Crowds thronged on the streets as everyone was eager to get a glimpse of their beloved Rama after so many years. The streets and homes were decorated with lamps and flowers. With Sri Rama's padukas placed devoutly on his head, Bharata set out by road to welcome the Lord. Shatrughna was beside him. As the whole of Ayodhya watched in anticipation, Hanuman joyfully announced, "Look up into the skies! There comes the Pushpaka Vimana bearing Sri Rama, Sita Devi, Lakshmaṇa and the others. Let us feast on the sublime beauty of all of them together, back in their city at last." The subjects of Ayodhya stood with heads bowed down and palms joined prayerfully when they saw the Lord in the Vimana. As the Vimana touched down, tears were streaming down Bharata's eyes. He and Shatrughna ran towards Rama. The Lord tightly embraced his two brothers, whom he had not seen for 14 years. They prostrated before the Lord and bowed down with love and reverence in front of Sita Devi. Lakshmana hugged Bharata and Shatrughna. Bharata hugged Sugriva again and again and said, "You were the one who helped my brother win the war against Ravana and kill him. You deserve to be called Dashratha's fifth son." Kaushalya clasped Rama to her bosom. Lord Rama and Sita bowed before the three mothers. Sugriva and the others also prostrated before them. With great devotion, Bharata placed the padukas before Sri Rama's feet and said, "I have ruled Ayodhya as your agent for the last 14 years. Today, I am entrusting the kingdom back to you. Protect us, the kingdom, and this entire earth." Bharata's words and actions touched everyone and made them so happy. Then everyone got into the Vimana and left for Bharata's hermitage in Nandigrama. Lord Rama ordered the Vimana to return to Vaishravana, the rightful owner. Ravana had seized the Vimana from Vaishravana years ago. The Vimana wanted to go back to its rightful owner, but it was torn as it did not want to leave the Lord. Sri Rama reassured it by saying that he would call it whenever he needed. Isn't it a wonder indeed, Unni, that even an inanimate object like the Vimana had become attached to the Lord? This is because Sri Rama is the Lord of the universe and all the objects in it. All beings, sentient and insentient, worshipped him. Now, Unni, I am going to tell you about the grand coronation of Lord Rama. Sri Rama and Lakshmana went to Guru Vasishta and prostrated at his feet. The mothers and relatives of the princes, as well as the chief ministers, arrived. All of them, including Kaikeyi, pleaded with Rama to assume kingship of Ayodhya. The Lord agreed to their request. Preparations were made for the coronation. The Lord discarded the clothes he had worn in the forest and cut off his matted locks. After bathing, he donned silken robes befitting a ruler. The royal ladies-in-waiting dressed Sita in silken finery. Sri Rama looked resplendent, with his divine consort Sita Devi by his side. Rama stepped into the chariot steered by Sumantra and travelled to the palace. Lakshmana and Vibhishana fanned the Lord with the turquoise ceremonial fan and the snow-white ceremonial whisk. Shatrughna held a white ceremonial parasol above Lord Rama's head. Sugriva, Hanuman, Vibhishana and the others accompanied the royal procession on horses and elephants. Sita and Tara accompanied them in coloured palanquins borne on the shoulders of strong warriors. The procession wound its way through the streets of Ayodhya. The women stood on terraces to enjoy the sight of the royal parade. Ayodhya was riding the crests of pure happiness. The chariot stopped in front of Dashratha's palace. Rama alighted from the chariot and went inside. He prostrated before his three mothers. Vashishta escorted Rama and Sita towards the jewel-encrusted thrones and seated them in royal splendor. Sugriva and the others worshipped the Lord's feet with the waters of many holy rivers. The Devas presented the Lord with numerous gifts. The Gandharvas, who were celestial musicians, sang hymns of praise. The Apsaras, or heavenly nymphs, danced to celestial music. Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma sang hymns in praise of Sri Rama. They praised him for ridding the world of the tyrant Ravana. A continuous shower of flowers fell from the skies on Lord Rama and his consort, Goddess Sita, as the denizens of the heavens witnessed the ceremony. After the worship, Rama formally assumed kingship. He then gifted the learned Brahmins gold and other precious gems. He gave the monkeys attractive and divine robes. Lord Rama took great pains to ensure the happiness of each and every one present by giving them what their hearts desired. He then gently placed around Sita's comely neck a pearl necklace of exquisite beauty. Sita took it off and looked at Rama with a smile on her face. Rama said, "Devi, you may present it to the one whom you feel is most deserving of it." With great affection, Sita Devi gave it to Hanuman, who prostrated before her and wore it at once around his neck. Hanuman did something peculiar with the necklace. He took it to a corner of the hall and unstrung the pearls. He then smelt each one, put them against his ears, and then bit into each one. One of the ministers noticed this strange behavior and complained to Sri Rama, who asked him, "What are you doing with the pearls, dear Hanuman?" Hanuman responded, "Lord, these pearls have no value to me unless they contain your holy name. I was smelling or listening to see if they contained your name. When I felt that they did not reverberate with your name, I tried to bite them and check on the inside. Lord, I never want to be tempted by gems or wealth. The only blessing that I want is that each cell of my being resounds with your name, now and forever." Rama smiled and blessed Hanuman, his great devotee. "May you live on earth for as long as my tale is told." Guha, who had come for Sri Rama's coronation, was also given many gifts by the Lord. Hanuman then left for the Himalayas to perform spiritual practices. The Lord blessed Sugriva and Vibhishna and sent them back to Kishkinda and Lanka respectively to rule over their lands with wisdom. While he ruled Ayodhya with Sita Devi, Sri Rama performed yajnas like the Ashwamedha. Ayodhya was peaceful and prosperous under Lord Rama's rule. There were no enemy attacks, no diseases, no poverty, and no infant mortality. Rains fell on time, and trees were well protected. The land was filled with plenty. Happiness shone on the faces of all creatures. Such a land, O Unni, is called the Rama-rajya, a utopian realm. Grandma placed Unni on her lap and caressed him. She said, "I have narrated to you the Ramayana as well as I could. If there have been mistakes, may Lord Rama forgive me. You heard the story patiently, with interest and enthusiasm. When I was small, I also heard the Ramayana as told from my grandmother, and I am so grateful that I could now tell it to you. The timeless stories of Sri Rama continue to live on in our hearts as long as we sing his glories. Unni, when you grow up, you must read the Ramayana as Valmiki wrote it. Will you do that? Will you promise me that you will never forget the name of Sri Rama and his stories?"
I promise, Grandma.
Unni hugged his grandmother and kissed her fondly. Both of them prostrated before the lamp in the puja room, the image of Sri Rama and Sita Devi installed firmly in their hearts. Amma says, for an ideal ruler, governance is an austerity. It is worship of the divine. It is surrendering oneself for the sake of the world. Because King Rama constantly upheld a ruler's dharma, his subjects were also righteous. Lord Rama pervades our social life, our hearts, and the hearts of devotees. In this day and age, when rulers are given to corruption, unrighteousness, and temptation, the self-sacrificing life of Sri Rama is a flaming torch dispelling darkness. We ought to read the Ramayana so that we can become like Rama, become Rama himself. Children, may you all be able to do so. कर लो नैया पार हमारे, जग के पालक मेरे राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. Please take this boat of life across the ocean of samsara to the eternal shores, O protector of this world, Lord Rama. May your divine name live on in the world as the foundation of our great culture. This project has come together with the encouragement and guidance of Swami Jnanamritananda Ji, to whom we express our gratitude. The episodes have been produced by our brothers Julius and Divyatej and edited and animated by our dear Unni B. We acknowledge with thanks the artistic contribution by so many of Amma's devotees. Offering with love this adaptation of the timeless classic Ramayana to the holy feet of our most beloved Amma. Om Amriteshwarye Namaha.